The State and the Art of Power. A comparative study of the political thought of Chanakya and Machiavelli. Chapter 2. When Power Serves Dharma. The Confluence of Chanakya and Machiavelli. Power, the heart of a strong state. In the preceding chapter, we explored the foundation of the state, its structure, components, and the rational principles that sustain it. Yet, a foundation alone is not enough. Without the force that animates it, the state cannot endure amid the shifting tides of the world. That force is power, the pulse that transforms the state from a legal abstraction into a living political organism, breathing through every decision of its ruler. Power, then, is the lifeblood of the state. But this invites a timeless question. What kind of power strengthens the state without descending into tyranny? And what kind of power preserves Dharma without denying the realities of human nature? These questions were answered, each in their own way, by two great minds from opposite worlds, Chanakya of the Indian subcontinent and Niccolo Machiavelli of Florence. Both recognize the same truth: a state can survive only through stable power. Yet they differed in how that power should be restrained from becoming domination. Chanakya erected Dharma as the pillar that upholds power. Machiavelli set reason grounded in reality as the boundary that limits power. For both, power was not a tool of coercion but an art of preserving order, of rising above chaos, disordain, and establishing equilibrium, ordain. Thus, this chapter seeks to reaffirm the core of a strong state, a state that wields power not to oppress but to preserve, that upholds stability not by force but through wisdom, and that maintains legitimacy, not by words alone but through deeds founded on both reason and righteousness. Amid their differences, Chanakya and Machiavelli converge upon a single principle: the art of power that serves both the state and Dharma. The following pages shall explore this union. Power as the formative essence of the state, shaped by both reason and virtue. The East and West of political wisdom. In the history of political thought, the East and West seem to stand on opposite shores of the same question. Should the state be ruled by power or by righteousness? From the East, the Indian sage Chanakya, author of the Arthashastra, viewed power as the art of maintaining the state within the bounds of Dharma. From the West, Niccolo Machiavelli of Florence argued that governance must rest upon the realities of human nature, not on the ideals of moral perfection. Yet, when we peel away the surface of their teachings, we discover that Chanakya never abandoned reason, nor did Machiavelli forsake morality. Each simply placed reason and righteousness on different planes so that the state might survive in a world of imperfection. Hence, the comparison Chanakya equals ethical governance and Machiavelli equals political. Realism is not a clash of black and white, but a meeting of two poles striving toward the same goal: the peace and endurance of the state. Conceptual analysis. 1. The primacy of the state. Both Chanakya and Machiavelli begin with the same axiom: the state must endure before personal morality can have meaning. In the Arthashastra, Chanakya declares, the ruler is the root of the state. If the root is unstable, the entire tree collapses. Meanwhile, Machiavelli, in The Prince, writes, the prince's highest concern must be the preservation of the state, even when it requires actions ordinary morality would condemn. For both, power is not evil, it is the mechanism of necessity, the force that guards society from disordain, chaos, and leads it toward ordain, order. The state thus becomes a sacred realm of the temporal world, where war, deception, and decisive action are justified, if they preserve the collective peace. 2. Reason and Dharma, the art of governance. Chanakya divided power into artha, material or pragmatic good, and Dharma, moral righteousness, insisting that both must balance and sustain each other. Conversely, Machiavelli conceived virtu, the leader's capacity for rational strength, strategic intelligence, and decisive will, as the counterweight to fortuna, the unpredictable element of fate. Placed side by side, the parallels are striking. A virtu corresponds to artha, the reasoned application of power. A fortuna mirrors Dharma, the moral and cosmic order reminding rulers that humans control nothing absolutely. Both thinkers thus warn, power without righteousness is blind. Righteousness without reason is rootless idealism. 3. The union of truth and virtue, peace within the state. Though Machiavelli is often accused of amorality, his ultimate aim, like Chanakya's, was the peace of the state. In the Discourses on Livy, he asserts that a good state must stand upon order and the virtue of its citizens. Likewise, in the Athastra, Chanakya proclaims that the king is the protector of Dharma, that the people may live in peace. Their convergence lies in the stability of the state, the harmony born of reason and virtue, or what might be called rational righteousness. It is the use of Dharma guided by reason, and the exercise of power guided by morality, that ensures lasting peace. Synthesis and conclusion. Reason must serve Dharma, and Dharma must be guarded by reason. This statement encapsulates the bridge between Chanakya and Machiavelli. For Chanakya, power is the servant of righteousness. For Machiavelli, righteousness is the shield of enduring power. Viewed through the lens of modern political science, the two thinkers reflect the same truth from opposite directions. A state endures not by morality alone, nor by power alone, but by the wisdom that reconciles both. In contemporary politics, leaders strive to be both virtuous rulers and shrewd statesmen. To learn from Chanakya and Machiavelli, therefore, is not to choose between Dharma and pragmatism, but to master the art of governance that forsakes neither truth nor goodness. For, in the end, the most enduring power is not that which commands, but that which serves Dharma through reason.